Alright, hello, 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 hello. I hope we're doing okay today. Let me make sure all my volumes are okay. Alright. Well, we're not quite in the safe zone there, but that's okay. So today my plan was normally Tuesdays are our little ship showcase, but I don't have anybody lined up for today. It was going to be Dirty Human Surface Miner, but he's too much of a nice guy to abandon his courtmates on a faraway moon. So we will schedule him for another day, and then at the same time we'll try and get a hold of a couple other surface miners to look at the same time. So I'll see if I can track down a surfacer maybe, and then Cerulean has one. We'll take a look at Dirties, and if anybody else has one that you can recommend, please do. But right now you can tell that we're in the Elysium belt with my little capital ship, which seems to be running pretty well. So not too much going on today. My plan here is to build a second capital ship, which will be our project ship going forward, and this is just going to be our kind of everyday jump around ship. It's certainly going to Hey A-Dub, things are going okay. How are you? So this ship is in good shape. There's still lots of little decoration things that I can put on it, but I'll do that in my time. I'm pretty happy with it. I've got it. I've got almost all of the capital ship plating modules replaced. So I replaced all of these plating modules, these big heavy plating modules, with the thin plates. I think I've got it about as fast as I can get it. I do not think that cutting anymore. I don't think I can cut enough off the ship to get it to 12 kilometers a second. I might be able to squeeze another thruster underneath here somewhere, a little 3 or 4 ring one, or the other option would be to stick 3 more thrusters down there. But that's a bit overkill. It already does 11 kilometers a second. It charges in 3 minutes. And it's got 4 prop tanks. It will not make it to the furthest moons. Like, I don't think I can get to Magellan without adding a couple of more propellant tanks. But if that's the case, I can just stick a couple more propellant tanks in here temporarily for that trip. I have not touched the back of the ship much, nor have I decorated this top portion very far. The rest of it I feel pretty good about, though. It's still very, very simple, but like I said, it's supposed to be kind of my get around work capital ship. I think it looks pretty slick. The back still is in rough shape, though. Still working on the back. It's very plain. It's not finished. Needs a lot of work. You had to put 12 10 rings. That's going to depend heavily on how heavy your ship is. I have worked pretty tirelessly to get this as light as I can get it. And I just can't get it any. Let's see if I look at here. If we put this in, we confirm destination. See, I'm stuck here at 7.3 megavoxels. And in order to get it to 12 meters a second, 12 kilometers a second, I need to get under 33%, which is 6,600 megavoxels. And there just isn't enough. There's not enough to remove. It's literally just a box. Well, it is just a box, but how heavy is it? That's the biggest thing. You've got to be, to get 12 kilometers a second, you got to get under 33% of the maximum volume. So, at least that's the way I understand it. We're sitting at 7.397 of 20 million kilovoxels. I don't know why they use kilovoxels here and megavoxels or million voxels, whichever one that is here, but they do. And there's just nothing left to take off of this. So like I would need 800, well I'm down to what? There's 400,000. Yeah, I still need almost 800,000 kilovoxels to remove. Even if I were to shrink this thing, it wouldn't. If I were to shrink my hangar hall some, that wouldn't get me anywhere. I've just got nothing left to. I've got nothing left to strip off of it. So I think I'm stuck at 11 unless I. 15, 430. What percentage is that? Well, 15,000 would be 25%. You've got to be right at 30. Because 33% would be 20,000. Well, you're at 12, so yeah. You're at 12 meters a second, so anything under 20 million kilovoxels would keep you under the 12 meters a second. So yeah, I've got nothing left to steal. Like these were all originally these hulls here. These pontoons were originally plating modules, and now they're all just thin plates. There's just nothing left to take off it. I don't have enough to. I'd have to take out generators maybe. If I took out some generator, even then, I was looking. A generator is only 7,000 kilovoxels. You know, so I'd have to take out all the generators, and then it still wouldn't be enough. But I thought I did learn some funny things, like here, one of these beams is 400 kilovoxels, 458 kilovoxels, but this screen is 4,000. It's like 8 times as much. And one of these conduits is twice as much. So it's an interesting, you know, you're trying to find the heaviest things. This flooring I could probably save a little bit. They're 37 kilovoxels a piece. So, and I've got hundreds of them. But it's still not 800,000 worth. The other thing is I've done as much of the beaming. It's as consistent as I can get it. I don't have any beam switching anymore. I've simplified it as best I can. So I'm right at 85% optimization, but I've got it so I don't have any more beam switching no matter how many times I re-render it. And I think that's key. It's not too much to it, it's pretty simple. But I have a ship idea for this size. That's kind of my goal here, is to start a second ship, because I know it's not gonna fly for a very long time. But to try and build something that's full-sized, all 54 build zones, which is absurd. I know it's utterly absurd to even attempt it, but that's the goal. So today I'm short on Ymrium and Lukium, so we're gonna gather some of those. Xenon's station is here somewhere, up there. We're just outside of Xenon Station. You can actually see one of my ships hanging there. That's how close we are. And I did a little earlier. It's insane. It is insane. And that's the reason why I have to have a second cap ship. Is because if I only had the one and I was planning on making it big, I wouldn't be able to use any. I'd essentially have none for months or years. So we're gonna use this little guy as our daily driver, and then we'll make a big one. But I did pick up a little bit of Ymrium earlier. Let's delete all these. Delete all the Valkite, because I already have an absurd amount of that. And then we're going to transfer everything else over. So we picked up 145 Ymriums in the little bit of time that I did earlier. So let's see. We're going to head back out. It's going to be a pretty uneventful day, hopefully. So there's the Moon City. And Green Hell is up there. So we're gonna go, for now, we're gonna look for Ymrium, which is in this area. So we're gonna go, that's Xenon's station. That's where I built this capital ship, and that's where I'm gonna build that's where the capital ship dock is. So let's try to stay out of the clouds as best we can. Let's turn on the anti-drift, smooth is on. Alright, avoidance we'll turn on. We'll head out this way a little bit. So we'll see what's going on out this way, see if we can track down a few hundred stacks, and then we'll fly the other direction back towards the Moon City and see if we can pick up some Lukium. We shouldn't have too far to go either way to find it. It's just tracking down the individual rocks. If we do get some time, if I can find everything real quickly, then we'll jump into the SSC and maybe do a little bit of work. I was talking to Oakham and Commander Doggo, both on a project that I want to do. So they've given me some pointers. Alright, but this is kind of more pressing at the moment. This ship makes short work of the actual mining part, it's just the tracking down. So how are you doing today, ADub? Anything exciting? Oh, that looks promising. Ah, it's Nergite. Which I will need loads of Nergite to make Allium and Bastium, so it's not a bad thing to have. It's just not what I'm looking for. So would you stop? There we go. The approach script on this works really, really well. Way better than my actual natural approaching. You worked until an hour ago and now just have been in mining for an hour or so? Oh, the collectors make so much lag. Supposedly there's a way to pulse the collectors to be a bit more efficient and a little less laggy. This is not a ship of my design, so not planning on messing with it. Alright, we're pointed at it. Now we fly over there. Come on. Nope, more Nergite. That's alright. That's alright. Annoying as I have a station. Yeah, I'm not answering an unknown caller. Yeah, the prices are pretty rubbish on all of that stuff. Give me a second. Alright, and script. Uh-oh. I got knocked out of the seat. Alright, well that was not the prettiest execution. Sorry, I'm trying to answer somebody's text message. They're getting a. Apparently, I'm doing some scheduling for tomorrow that I wasn't planning on. So just stand by, guys. All right, nothing. Yeah, the whole auction house is come on. I've already got enough Nergite. Like I've already picked up. All right, I'll do this one last rock and then I'm not getting it. I'm not taking any more Nergite. So I don't need that much of it. All right. Just sell it at the war tower instead. I know that's not the best place to get any good prices for it, but it's better than sitting on it. Or sell it at Arma. I guess the prices are better at Arma than anywhere else. Well, I mean, 120 million's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, with 120 million, you can have anything you want in the game, essentially. Oh, not the distance. I'm going to turn the script off. I mean, what are you going to do with 120 million? There's nothing to spend it on, so I would just get the, if it were me, I would just, and to be honest, what I plan to do is when I run out of space, I'll just take it all to Arma and sell it. Oh, Bastium. We're not picking up Bastium. I can get that anywhere. Either that or put it on, you know, one of the, if you've got huge volumes of it, put it on the Starbase black market or the buy, sell, trade thing on the Discord. You might better get a little better prices for it to somebody who's building a bunch of ships. Okay, and we don't need it. Oh, I really can't see. That direction in particular, the sun is at the wrong angle. Just randomly donate it. Yeah. No Man's Sky, just sell it all. Then again, I cheat real bad in No Man's Sky. It's not in a good spot to see. Alright, where's the sun? We'll fly towards the sun a little ways. See if we can use it to our advantage. Turn the avoidance on so I don't crash since I can't see anything. I thought about doing another playthrough on No Man's Sky with the, this ship is the Badger from Cerulean. It's a 900 crate, 12 laser miner with all the bells and whistles. We're gonna just get through this. Yeah, it's a nice ship. It was donated to me by Cerulean, otherwise I'd still be using a pickaxe. Lots of ships were donated to me. Or I shouldn't say lots, but I've had a handful that were donated. This one just has the fancy lasers and the avoidance that I like, because I'm a terrible pilot, so I kind of need the asteroid avoidance. I can't even tell if we're moving or not. Oh, this fog is awful. Data. The fog's terrible. Yes, we're moving. Oh, tab? Yeah, I'm a terrible pilot. Most of it because I just don't pay attention. I'm always talking or looking at other screens or waiting for other stuff to happen, and I just get bored. Look the other way. And then I smash into stuff. So I kind of need the avoidance. This one has good avoidance. As long as I don't go too fast. Yeah, this one also has a second cockpit. It's just on the top. But the avoidance has been spot on. So I haven't even come close to an asteroid yet. Apparently this cloud that I'm in is incredibly big. Like I swear we're moving, but I mean, what, you'd never know. Every once in a while I can see a little ripple in the cloud is all. We're moving. Oh, it looks like it's clearing up a little bit. I can now read the dials anyways, the progress bars. Starting to see a few rocks here and there. The good avoidance is there's a lot of people that swear by it and a lot of people that refuse to use it. If you need to go 150 meters a second, then avoidance is not for you, because it doesn't work at 150 meters a second. But I drive like a grandma in real life, and I drive like a grandma in here, so. But my gosh, are these clouds fog? This cloud's so thick and huge. Like, I'm just not making any progress through this thing. There he is. Hello, Mostuga. How are you doing today? Some salvaging. Where are you salvaging? Oh, on the moon. Finding anything good? A good thing to find. Come on, cloud. Like, I'm tired of this cloud. Can it just be over? Oh, there's so many wrecks straight under the gate. I would assume a lot of those wrecks are from people starting through the gate and then walking away from their computers, going AFK, and then coming back and forgetting that when you come through the gate, you're in gravity. Alright, we at least have asteroids now. We should leave the avoidance on. I'm going to go a little further and then turn around so we can be facing a direction I can see the color of the asteroids. Because I really only need to check the Valkite ones. Oh, that's it's not damage you have to worry about, it's good praxis. Good praxis is the one that's going to come get you if he's paying attention. Though he has not said meow in chat yet, which is usually the way he starts. Alright, hopefully we can spin around and see some asteroids. There we go. Avoidance. You can't use avoidance and approach at the same time. Alright, and approach. This first one's going to be Ymrium. I know it. Cross your fingers, Ymrium. Alright. Come on, baby. Nope. Search right. Stupid. I see the red stuff hiding in there. Though it didn't see the, Alright. What's up with the scanner? Try it again? Oh, there it is. Okay. Strike one. Yeah. I don't want to catch that rock on the edge of the ship. There we go, and approach. All right. You're from the UK. That's the only baseball term you know. Baseball is. I was gonna say baseball is stupid. I think baseball is stupid. But, that is not necessarily the case for everybody here. It is a huge deal here. I just think it's boring. Nergite, maybe? Nergite. Home run is better. Home run is... It's not as dumb as cricket. I think it has its roots in cricket, actually. But, I watch, what I call soccer. You guys would call football. I'm a huge soccer fan. French people like rugby. Ah, more Nergite. Rugby's another sport I don't pay attention to. But it's not. I mean, I'm sure there's a rugby league here in the United States because there's a everything league here in the United States, but it's certainly not popular here. That's more search right. Dang it, come on, give me some Ymrium already. Alright, that one's next. You prefer to watch women's football? They certainly complain a lot less than the guys do. Yeah, cauliflower ear. That's the ones. Yeah, more search right. Turn that off. You up there. What are you? Yeah, I think they do at the moment, but they just lost one of their primary players just as I think she had a knee injury that's going to essentially end her career. That's Nergite. More Nergite. So we'll see. I was sort of disappointed with the men's national team at the World Cup, but can't win everything. More search right. We don't need that either. "29 minutes to Elysium." Yeah, I think mine takes 31. Yeah, I think it was 31 to get here, so. But if you're at 12 kilometers a second, I can see that being a little bit longer. Well, I mean, the farm moons are what? A couple of hours. And the fact that you can do it when you're logged off, that's not so bad. Getting the chips can take a long time. Unless you buy them or convince somebody to give you some. It's not about the number of rings. It's that looks like Carnite. It's the ratio of mass to thrust. So you need to have less than 33% of your max volume. Yeah, if you look on that screen, you have to have less than 33% of your max volume taken up in order to get 12. Yeah, I can't quite get that far down. I was trying to get 12 kilometers a second, but I'm stuck at 11. I'm stuck at like 36. I might, if I stripped everything out of it, get down to 35 or 34, but I really don't think I can get down to 33%. Vocarium. We don't need that either. Why can't Ymrium be in every rock? These amps go to 11. Hey, Dirty! Yeah, then if I tore off all of the decorations and ripped out everything that made it look like a little tugboat, then I could probably make it work. But I didn't want to kill the aesthetics of the ship either. But I did replace all of the plating modules with thin plates. And it seems to be, it doesn't seem to be the weight, it seems to be the kilovoxels. I don't think it's weight, I think it has to do with kilovoxels. So, damn it, let's search right again. Some of those plates weigh less, but kilovoxels wise, they're roughly the same. Like I was talking earlier, the terminals, the screens themselves have a huge number of kilovoxels in them comparative to plates. Like a plate will have like 12 kilovoxels, but that terminal screen, the supply screen, has like 4,000. So I'm and conduits are another one that have lots and lots of kilovoxels. Yeah, I did see a nice day to die the station somewhere. It's near the moon. That's Django's base. Yeah, nice day to die over there. It's by the moon city. Is that yours, Mustuga? Yes. I've been considering spending a few days dragging dozens of wrecks all into a pile. Not a pile, but a small area to make like a first-person shooter PvP range, kind of like a paintball range. Give you obstacles and stuff to... Hold on a second. I don't like that up. I haven't hit anything with this ship yet, so I'm gonna try and minimize that. Nice day to die. Isn't that a Star Trek Klingon reference? Today is a good day to die. Wrecks don't charge? What do you mean the problem is wrecks don't charge? Come on, scan it. Carnite. Give me what I want. I found 2 big Ymrium rocks earlier. Pretty quickly. I mean, within 20 minutes. Now I can't find a single one. Oh yeah, at least strike 3. Yeah, there's been at least 3 strikes. I'm not out yet though. I'm not a quitter. Nergite. This is bullcrap. Can't see anything either. I'm right at the edge of another cloud. Alright, we'll go towards the sun some more. Avoidance on. Yeah. Yeah, the sun, I mean, it makes sense. We're on the shaded side of the asteroid. I get it. But it certainly isn't convenient. You end up flying towards the sun and then turning around and looking at him again. I'm trying to do this in this little clear pocket where there's no clouds. Alright, now we turn, see what we can see. I'm going to take a look at these 2 down here. Turn avoidance off. Alright, that's on target. Push approach. I mean, you probably sort of can, but using a laser designator, maybe you could. Why don't you want to go over there? It keeps losing the asteroid. This avoidance hits the brakes if it loses the asteroid. So if you don't have it lined up well, or it drifts a little bit, you could probably use a laser designator to get a drone to scan it for you, but I don't think there's nothing really autonomous in this game. Search right. Stop. That's more search right too. I don't mind doing this. I wish the scanner went out 100 meters. Well, I guess does it go out 100 meters? I wish it would have went out 1,000 meters, like the rangefinders do. So we didn't have to get quite so close. But I think that has to do with rendering ranges and things like that. Well, the scanner definitely goes out more than 20. I think it goes to 100, because you can scan them before you're 20 meters away. There it is. Yeah, I wish it was the same as the rangefinder. I'm with you, but the I don't think the asteroid actually has anything to scan until it re-renders at that whatever it is 90 meters. At the point that it re-renders is I think the first time. See, now we're scanning. Now it's Nergite. Yeah, so so 100 meters is going to be it solely because the asteroid has no real mass until then. So, nature of the game engine, unfortunately. Damn it. The approach script on this is spot on though, so that it scans these asteroids as soon as it can. That's a small one, but it's going to be in the way, so might as well scan it. Well, maybe that's not going to be a small one. Nope, not at all. That's a big guy. I was going to fly right past that without looking at it. What do we got? Search right. Big surprise. Big surprise. Oh, 20 kilometers. Huh. I was definitely missing the kilometers in your comment there. Being that you can't even see 2 kilometers, 20 kilometers is kind of unnecessary. Search right. So how was your trip to that moon, Dirty? Which one was it? Ableton? Is that what it was, or something like that? Ablito? Abelto? I don't remember what it's called. Oh. Nergite. It takes forever if you're not scanning the asteroid when it renders. If you can time it just right, and you scan the asteroid just when it starts to render, you can make it go pretty quickly, but other than that, it sucks. Oh, I hate that you can't even see the... yeah, scheduling anything with anyone is always difficult. That's gonna be a little guy. I have to shut my scanner off and back on it. Yeah, sometimes if it misses the scan cycle or search right. Like I said, this works really well. If you're approaching an asteroid that's outside of 100 meters, then it scans it instantly. If you're within that 100 meters, then it has to do the entire scan cycle, and it takes a little bit. I could have so much Nergite. Too bad I don't need Nergite. Oh, I should probably make some Baltium. Which one is it that I need for frames? The Baltium or Bastonium? Doesn't matter. We'll turn the furnace on. Have it charging up. I've not had it. I've not had the Tanner scanner tell me conflicting information. Oh, Ymrium. There we go. I've had it miss some information. And I think the only time I've had it give me not, like I said, not bad information. Let's turn these off. But if you point your scanner like right at the edge where there's only Valkite, like there's only Valkite here because all the Ymrium's in the middle, and then you scan it, sometimes it will not give you the core material. It'll just give you the... I don't know how to... Can I not force it to... I can't force it to scan for something? Whatever. Just shoot a hole in it. Give me my 36. My 30 pieces of silver. Yeah, I think the only time you're going to get where it doesn't give you the core materials if you're pointed at an edge where a straight line through the asteroid at that point only picks up the shell material. At least that's the only time I've seen it do that. Right, left, I think that's it. That's Carnite over there, I can see it from here. It's always been faster to use a laser. Let's search right again. I don't even have to get any closer. I enjoy doing it with a pickaxe, but the projects are now starting to require a lot more. A lot more than pickaxing. So like when I was doing just plain old ships and I only needed 50 one asteroid's worth of anything, it wasn't so bad. But capital ships and stations, well, capital ships. Stations not so much, because they only really need Valkite, but capital ships take lots and lots. Oh, take lots and lots of stuff. Yeah, I enjoy pickaxing them. It's kind of relaxing to me. Yes, Dirty is right. Pickaxes sound the best on ice. Nergite. I don't need Nergite. Alright, back towards the sun. Where is it? It's over there. Back towards the sun for a little bit. Avoidance. I wonder where Damage is today. I haven't heard anything from Damage. Who else are we missing? I haven't heard from Xenon. Good Praxis. Man. Slackers maybe have found a life. That'd be nice. Wonder if they're, went outside. Make a cheeky sandwich. What exactly makes a sandwich cheeky? Anything. Alright, that asteroid's the one I want. We're gonna turn off avoidance. That one caught my attention, so that's where we're going. That's kind of how I choose asteroids. Whichever ones my eyes focus on is the one we go to. It's nothing more spectacular than that. Oh man. Search right. My eyes have betrayed me. Dirty, did you get any more snow up there? They were talking some places in Minnesota getting as much as 6 inches this week. It was 2 days ago, it was 80 degrees here, and yesterday it was snowing. Oh man, come on. Does anybody else struggle to find Ymrium? Or is it just me? Is it just luck? Yeah, it sucked. It was like spring here for, I want to say 6 days. It was gorgeous for like 6 days. And then I had one of my daughters had a soccer game last night outside, and it was just above freezing. It was awful. Nergite. Shocker. Icy bridges, roads, nice combo. Yeah, we had, I'm not going to call it freezing rain, because it wasn't freezing rain. They call it a wintry mix here, where it was both raining and snowing and little tiny ice pellets all at the same time here. It was really not nice. And it's supposed to be not nice like all week. I was so ready for spring to just be here. I'm tired of winter. I'm tired of the cold. I want to move somewhere further south. I cannot convince my family to move, otherwise I would be gone. I don't want to go like super far south. I mean, I would go as far as Florida, but I'd be happy with anywhere, say, middle of the United States or down, so maybe Tennessee or south. I'd be happy with any of those places. Yeah, that's the best part, is when it's windy and the gas pumps are all covered in ice. Yeah, sometimes there's ice in the card reader. search right. Holy gosh. My luck is awful. So I talked to Praxis some this morning, and he was asking if I'd be interested in if I would be interested in doing a second day of PvP practice. Because I suck so bad that I just need more practice. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to devote 2 days a week to PvP. But on weeks where, like today, where I don't have any ships to show off. Nope, search right. Then we might do a second day of PvP practice, but I'd like to do something different. I was trying to convince him that we do some fake gate camping where we sit. Yeah. Well, I think he's just he's looking for more people to PvP practice with. He said it's pretty boring because I'm so terrible. But the fact that he's willing to continue practicing is good. Oh, come on, search right. They can't all be search right. So I just was going to ask your opinions on what you guys think on another day of PvP practice, or what else, what other kinds of stuff do we want to... Hey, there's damage. Did it actually scan this one? Oh, I gotta turn the approach off. Is that actually Nergite? Yeah, that's actually... I need a way to clear that out so I know that it's working, but that looks like Nergite. I don't think he'd last any longer if he was actually focusing on you. He's always just nice to me. I shouldn't say always. There are moments where he decides that I should... Whoa! Wrong button. Where I should die, and then, you know, I die. Pretty much anybody he focuses on, as Mistuga can relate to, you're gonna be dead. 30 seconds. More Nergite. Nick was the same way. Next Monday, or an upcoming Monday, I'm not going to promise next Monday, but in upcoming Monday, we might also have Commander Doggo come out with us. So we'll have a new face to shoot at. Come on. Nope, search right. I can see it already. Right? It's a 30 on 30. Next Monday you can't get in? Well, he was trying to hit your drones, though. Your drones are what makes it hard to hit. They don't make you any harder to hit. If you just ignore the drones, he'd make short work of you. But he was trying to shoot your drones yesterday. Aw. Well, congratulations on the new job. That looks like Sertrite. I think I see a little squeak of red on that corner. That is Sertrite. Approach. Not approach. Approach. Why are we braking? Stop braking. Nergite. I've only found like one tiny Ymrium rock so far. This has been a bust. I wasn't looking. Did it scan this one? Ah, there's probably a way around the drones. There's a way around everything. Yeah, they just have to create a meta that's... The current meta is to fight other meta ships. "30 autocannons is a good way. Yeah, autocannons have put a lot of... I don't think I tried to shoot your drones with the bandit, which uses the autocannons. I like the autocannons. They spread out nice. I rode one of those jetpacks. Hey, you can actually mount them to a chair and sit on them. Are you not going to scan that? Oh, it's too far away, really. It says it's scanning. Oh, there it is. Approach. Oh, man. Oh, it looks like I missed the Nergite. Oh my gosh. Come on. Oh, I think we drifted into that one. I don't think we hit it hard enough to do anything, but oh no. Certainly not. Yeah, we just drifted into it. I don't think it's I don't think it did anything. Let me look over here. Ship class 2.3 did well, it's got some stuff in it. It's usually 2.68. Let me see. Do I have a durability tool? I apparently don't have a durability test tool. There I do. That's all fine. It's all fine. We were barely moving. Makes a lot of noise, but we didn't do anything. Doesn't make nearly as much noise as when those meta fighters are coming apart. Those yesterday. When the guns are coming off and the sacrificial armor's coming off, it makes so much racket. Some point drones will go meta. Yeah, that's the idea. Is if drones ever become popular, then there will be somebody will come up with a solution to them. Hold on, I don't. Whew. I didn't like the rate at which we were climbing up on that little asteroid. There's Django. Hello, hello. Oh, that looks like the wrong kind of asteroid anyways. That looks like Agitite, which is just going to be what, Vocarium? Nope, still Nergite, but it's Agitite. Apparently Nergite is in everything. Have a good day, Mustuga. Nergite. Oh my word. I can't find Ymrium to save my life here. This is awful. Although Nergite. Or Nergite. I've found a little bit. I just have not found nearly what I need to find. I was having much better luck when I had time earlier this morning, before the stream. Yeah, I'm not finding any Vocarium here at all. That's more Nergite. Sorry, Django. I don't, It looks good on my end. Is anybody else having any Twitch issues to make sure it's not me? I don't seem to be dropping frames or anything. Depending on where you are, Twitch can be very, very finicky, depending on your internet. Oh yeah, anytime I watch it on my phone. Anytime I watch it on my phone, it's terrible. Look there, A-Dub. There's your 96 stacks of Alkite with no... And that's usually when it's Nergite. Now that time it was screwed up. It said 14 stacks of Alkite and only 1 stack of... Kinda interested in... Can I force it to reset the scanner? Everything in this ship is a script, so you can't really like just turn it off and turn it on. Well, I've got a button flickering there, I gotta be careful of that. Alright, we're gonna look at one more rock, and then we're gonna run back to Green Hell, the station. Because I knew I was finding some closer to there before. Need to farm ice again. Nope, that's Nergite. Yeah, that's it's a duplication thing when they flicker like that, so that's what we'll turn the avoidance on and we'll head that way. Because I'm not finding any Vocarium out here either. So I'm assuming I'm just in a zone that doesn't have it. In an area. Not necessarily a zone. That flickering button scares me a little too. I don't want something to break. Yeah, the YOLO can be a little weird. And I've been noticing that the anti-drift is causing me to move a little bit, so I am thinking that that button is affecting things. This ship has an anti-drift mechanism built into it, and that's the button that's doubled up. And I've been noticing some drifting weirdness, so I'm assuming it's because that button is putting in twice the data values that it's supposed to. It's doubling up on inputs. So we'll head back. It's not very far. The cruise isn't working. I gotta talk to Cerulean about cruise. Anti-drift isn't very big. You just need that cargo lock frame thing that's on the bottom of the ship. It's not huge. It just needs the old speedometer setup. It's not that big. I might go back and jump in the SSC for a little bit instead of mining. This has not been productive, so instead of getting frustrated, grouching about not finding what I want, maybe I'll go into the SSC a little bit. I still have to build that well-lit studio to take photos in. I've gotten some better ideas on how to do it. Hey Jongo, is your ship holding up together? I see you've got a comment in Discord about 16 restarts with no dropping devices. I spent a couple hours, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, doing the same thing, just logging, the main menuing in and out, watching the beams to see what switches and what doesn't switch. Your ship's a lot bigger than mine, so you have a lot more to look at and remember, but once I get near your cap ship again, I'll start looking at it. Death Sun, have you had any issues with yours? Or did you get yours all fixed? "10 kilometers to go." The gens were too close to the thrusters. I don't know about being too close, but the way they were connected was... yeah, I don't think the distances can make a difference, because I have stuff crammed right up against... I have stuff crammed right up against my thrusters. Well, I mean, all of this stuff in my ship is all crammed together. But it's not as bad as Dirty Human's ship. His stuff is tight in there. There's not much space. Once I start building a big ship, a big capital ship, it's going to be a nightmare. Yeah, he is. I think there's 8 thrusters like inside his ship, as well as, oh, I want to say 9 generators, maybe 12 generators. I think his charges in 2 minutes, so that would be 9 generators at least. And I think he has 6 prop tanks in there too. I only have 4. I can't make the longest trips without putting some more prop tanks in there somewhere. We're going to turn the avoidance off. We're going to take a look at some of these rocks. See if we have any more luck. Let's take a look at you. You need more generators. You have what, 6 in there? You certainly have room for more. But 6 gives you a 3-minute charge time. That was all the further I don't have any more space. That's all there is to it. My ship does not have any more space. But you don't need any more than 12 generators, because that's some 1-minute charge time. Did you add more generators? That's Valkite with Valkite. Look at that, we doubled up. Let's just see what's in there. Ah, Carnite. Not the worst thing, I just don't need it. I already have hundreds of sex. I don't... Yeah, I suppose you could. Suppose you could. But you have 12 already? You only have a 1-second charge time? Or a 1-minute charge time? I was thinking you had 6 like I did. Oh, you know you have 6. Oh, Dirty has 12. Oh, there's Rocarium. At least we're in the right area now. Oh, you were working. Oh, okay. I got you. Gotcha. Yeah, he doesn't. I was thinking his took 2 minutes to charge. See, yeah, we're looking at Vocarium now, because I wasn't seeing Vocarium at all before. So maybe it just wasn't in the right area. We'll give it a little bit longer. That looks like Agitite. That does not look red enough. Maybe that one. Oh, it's alright. It's Carnite though. Approach. Yeah, mine really needs two more prop tanks. I just don't have the space for them. I mean, I technically, that's a lie. There is space for them. It would just become very, very crowded inside the covered part of the ship. Ymrium! There we go. Finally, we were just looking in the wrong spot. I knew I was finding it in this area before. Oh, that made this trip worthwhile. I really only need like 2 more big ones, and that would probably be enough to start a capital ship. Lag is something fierce with the collectors on. I've had good luck in this area around Xenon Station. You took out your lounge and put in another 10. You didn't need another 10 ring. You were already doing what? You were already doing 12 meters a second, right? Well, I guess you could go faster. Did you get another kilometer a second out of it or no? Carnite. Yeah, I've been considering jamming another one on mine, but I think I can only get like 3 or 4 rings on it. I'm not sure if it's enough, but does anyone have any idea on what a single ring? No, still diminishing returns or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about the thrusters. Do you know how many more kilovoxels like each ring adds to the max volume? Oh, that's Carnite. Did scan it. I suppose I could just take a ring off of my ship. Very little. Yeah, I would think there's the information has to be out there. What does am I right in remembering that you need at least 3 rings to make it work? You can't do like a thruster with a single ring and a nozzle. You have to have at least 3 rings. Am I correct in that? Yeah, you have to have 3. So I wonder how many kilovoxels 3 adds to your max volume. That's Carnite again. I can see the purple over there. I wonder what a 3-ring, another 3-ring thruster adds. And then I wonder how many kilovoxels each ring adds to that. You're at 26%. The other day on the Discord, I want to say it was Satomi, she gave the equation for how far you have to go to, like what the different, what it would take for you to get to 13 meters a second. Let me see if I can find it. Starbase, and if I look in the capital ship design, oh, I asked a question. Let's see. Well, no, it's it has to do with the percentage ratio. The math has to do with the percentage ratio, because that I think is what determines it. If you drop below 33% max, if you drop below 33%, $14, 6 times percent. All right, so hold on. 14 minus 6 times weight. Warp speed is, I'm sorry, 14 minus 6 times mass thrust. So I think I put it in the chat there. 14 minus, that's the equation for determining how fast you're going to go. At least that's as it's understood right now. Oh, that's search, right? I shouldn't have pushed that. I don't need that stuff. We're gonna take it, but I don't need it. Why am I going backwards? But I think if you do that, you're going to be able to figure out what the percentage is. But somebody just told me 33% will get you 12 kilometers a second. And that seems to be the case because I'm at 37 and still only at 11. So, oh, so they're saying, all right, and anyways, this is saying that 14 is the max that you're gonna do. And I don't necessarily think that's the case, Damage, because the when you look at the max volume percentage, it's all in voxels. It's not in. Well, I don't. Maybe. But there's nowhere that lists what the mass the mass of your ship is. I'm talking and not even looking at this thing scanning. Is there some place that lists the mass of your cap ship? Carnite, not what I need. That's a little rock, I think, because we're pretty close and it's still... Oh. On the thruster readout. Well, I think it shows it in megavoxels, though, does it? Yeah, it shows it in megavoxels, or kilovoxels. It doesn't show it in kilograms. Turn this off. We start strafing upwards. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, because it shows it in kilovoxels on that screen. Which is not mass, that's volume. Come on, just give me one more rock. Just one more. Just one more and then I swear I'll go back. Oh, come on. Oh, that's Volcarium. Not what I need, but it shows that we're in the right place. Once we get back to the ship, we'll take a look at that and see. That's Carnite. That's garbage. Alright, let's head back. I was hoping to find one more. Come on, where are you? Oh, Cinco Chagas. The 5 wounds. This way. Avoidance. Oh, we're not very far. Not very far at all. We'll take a peek at it. I need to empty the ship out here. Turn the avoidance off. I keep trying to point the avoidance right at the middle and it's taken over. Let's park it like we care. I really wish we could land these things. Oh no, I need to empty the ship out first. We are going to delete the Valkite. Don't need the Valkite. We're going to move everything else. Hold on. You landed with some on the moon? Yeah, you're not the only one that has landed a ship or two on the moon. It's all grayed out. It must be manually deleting all of those. I hate that it takes forever. Can't do anything because there it is. Now I should be able to move all these. 151 Nergite, 92 Ymrium, 10 Carnite, 30 Searchite. Not the end of the world. Not terrible, not the best. But I was down to like my last stack of Ymrium. Now we have 150 stack. Oh, that should be more than that actually. What? Look, the Valkite's going up, even though I... Anyone's... Oh, it's the bottom of the ship. No wonder why I'm... I wonder why it looks funny. I think I can sneak another little thruster right in this hole, though. I might be able to fit thruster body right here. There's frames underneath here that I can work with, and a couple of rings. Maybe. But, so when we look at the thrusters here, you can see that it talks about volume, it doesn't talk about mass. And it's in kilovoxels. I think this has to get under 33% for it to go up to the next one. Let's see, it's 6 times, if you have less thrusters, it says mass. If you have less thrusters, it says less mass. Well, yeah, the thrusters, they add to this max volume, so... But they also add to the volume in general. I mean, we could do a test and just steal a nozzle off of it. I have some nozzles back here. We could just take one off and see if it changes it. Oh, if it's over, then it uses the term mass, but it doesn't give you the volume, and or it doesn't give you the numbers. There's nowhere that it shows the mass for you to know. It looks like it's 500,000 kilovoxels per ring. But let's see. I need to write this number down. Where's my Blue's Clues notebook here? I want to see what it added for volume. 7397249. So it's 500,000 added total. Come on. There we go. Hopefully it's still black. Yep, it is. I don't have to repaint anything. It takes forever to paint all this stupid stuff. I still got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of corners that need little pieces of trim and but it okay, so that 7397249, it didn't actually add to the volume of the ship. It added to the available volume, but not to the actual volume. It's like it doesn't count. That's interesting. Interesting. So I would need at least 2 more rings. And 10 rings is the most, right? If you add 11 rings, it doesn't do any good. Well, but the total did. It went from 19.5 to I mean, there are some things that are instantaneous. I don't know if that's it or not. Because this certainly updated instantly. When we took it out and put it back in, that was an instant process. And I know when you fix the if you have a broken ship frame, that's an instantaneous process. If the structure is broken and you fix it, when you come back and if it's fixed, it'll happen right away. The shell rating, not so much. That is definitely a slower thing. But if you have a broken... yeah, you can, if you fix your frame and come back and hit update, if the frame is actually fixed, it'll update. Well, most of the time, it's not a... Oh, look at that, I mispainted that. You know, if the ship re-renders, it can change it. So if you're taking beams out and putting them back in, then it can change how the snapping or the beam lines go, the frame integrity changes. It forces an update, and those take a second. Not a second, they can take upwards of a minute, but as soon as they update, you'll be able to push that button and I can show you. See if I can do this without breaking anything. This was a tricky part. There's 2 rows of beams underneath here. There's 2 rows of beams on here, and see how they're asymmetrical? They're actually reversed from one another. It's a length of 6. There's a 6th long length here, and they have to be asymmetrical. They have more than 6? Yeah, it's 6. So there's a single, a double, a single, and a double. And if you have them symmetrical, then there can be beam switching. The way that it organizes these lines can change. And sometimes it will chop off this end, which will then disconnect my ship hanger. But if I would go through, this is one of the places where if I just log in and out over and over and over and over and over again, it would change how these green lines would appear. And eventually it would put them back together and the ship hanger would work. This particular area, these 2 long beams were how I figured a lot of stuff out. So I was able to build them to be asymmetrical and they can't switch anymore. They're not perfect. The symmetry is off, but the asymmetry is what forces them to always render these green lines in the same manner. And that's what's been going over and over this ship. I've literally logged in and out, main menued 50 or 60 times, just sitting here and watching these lines switch. Like, see right here, I've still got something not fixed. This middle part's not right. See how I've got 2 central rows here, and these 3 little lines are separate? Something beam switched there. Now it wasn't enough to break it, but there's a somewhere under here there is a method, a way for it to change, and that's I think what you're trying to get rid of. Because if it were to switch in a manner which breaks it, then it's broke. And it'll disconnect all the devices. Let me in here, you. is your problem? There's an opening over here. Since when do you not let me in here? So we gotta like climb in here. Here it is. So this is where the beam switching is happening. Oh, it's right. Oh, that's not it. It's behind me. That's not the spot. I'll have to repaint those, it's fine. It's happening here somewhere. See, there's something weird going on because I have something that can decipher multiple ways, which is not what you want. So that goes that way. That's a single. 4, a 2. It usually has to do with things being asymmetrical. So those are symmetrical. But there's these 2 in the middle, which should just be a single long one. And now it puts it back to normal, and it shouldn't be able to come up. The more joints that it has, the more options it has to render those lines differently. But I did the same thing on this side, which means it could happen on this side. Now it should put it back to normal. All the lines are good. And now we should be good to go. Forever, hopefully. We run. Have to duck. Come out. Alright, now if I look at that from the top side again. Yeah, all of that's fixed. See, we've minimized the number of green lines. But I don't think those could have rendered in any way that broke the ship, but before it has, where this. So this is the heart of my ship, is at the center here. If this square, this block, I called a device block, I don't know what the name is. If this device block separates from this beam and this beam, like if this separates itself, which it did once before, then all of the devices ahead of it will disconnect, because these 2 beams are actually what connect the ship together. Just those two little cross beams. So stopping the beam switching is what keeps all the devices together. But anyways, I need to fix the Badger because we were having some that button needed fixed. Current spawn, and then we need to repair it to get that. Sorry about that. Repair. I want this manual blueprint. Sorium ice. We'll repair it. Should be 30 seconds. Let's go back to oh, I just broke something. Crap. Connect. Just disconnected one of my displays by sticking buttons. Alright, let's see if that fixes it. See if it fixed that button. Yep, that was the button that was broken. It now needs fixed. It now has fuel. Excellent. Alright. Let's jump into the SSC for a little bit here. I'll do the mining on my time. You guys don't want to watch any more of me grumbling about not being able to find Ymrium or Lukium. Because that's what I'm going to end up doing, is grumbling. Alright, so now we have the SSC. I need to build this dumb room. Large turntable. No? How about just turntable? Turntable. Small turntable. Is it not called a turntable? Devices, utility, no. Machinery, utility. What is the large turntable? It's just called a turret turntable? Now I have to rotate it. And then we need an arm. Don't know how to use these, but this is what I was suggested to use. Are there no snapping points on that? Guess not. That's not a large turntable, is it? I know there's a big turntable. Oh, there it is. Now we're on. Now we're gonna... auto bolt. That to that. This is what I was suggested to use, so we'll see how it works. Now we need to build a room around this. Let's look at plates. Need some big plates. Plates. Basic plates. Not angled, basic plates. Well, that needs a hard point first. That needs a hard point. Device, hard points. Wait that over there. Okay, so now I need to build a room around this. So we're gonna go back to our big plates. What size plates fit the side of this? 216? I guess it's not 216, it's 144. What are the same size? Like that, yeah. I'm so used to... my wife is texting me. Alright. Everything is, I'm used to working on capital ships now. So the snapping is very different. I keep trying to now point the mouse at the surface I want to snap to. Alright, so the other thing I was told was I probably want to make this octagonal. How big do I need to make it? Probably pretty big. Probably need to make it decently sized in order to have enough room to... That's not it, is it? Oh, it's this one that's... How big? I don't know. What are those pink things? Why am I seeing... Are those... I don't remember seeing those. Hold on a second. I'm seeing something I don't want to see. It's on the wrong screen. One moment. I hopefully fix this. Okay. Copy, paste. Control, copy, control, paste. Oh, I still struggle to move. I'm gonna skip the octagon to start with. I just don't know if it's gonna make a difference, and it's gonna make everything significantly harder for me. So that is a square. There's no beams obviously holding anything together, but this isn't gonna be a ship. I probably will never leave the ship hangar on the PTU at that. So I can probably just weld those together, like weld block those together. Say screw beams. I don't think that's going to be big enough. I really don't think that's going to be big enough. We're going to have to go at least one more set of blocks out in order to get the space to have any... The idea here is we're going to build a big room that's got lots of lights so that I can take some videos of endo cosmetic armor, because there's no good place where you can see what you can buy on the for cosmetic armors. So I'm going to jump on the PTU and buy them all, and then I'll take a short video of each one from every, and it'll rotate around the endo so you can see all the sides of it. And I guess it's gonna have to be five by five, maybe. We'll see. It's gonna 3 by 3 seems. Why would you not put it down there? Oh, it's on that stupid menu bar. Up a little bit. Come on. There. And there. Come on. We can do it. Now I learned I can't. I was just going to originally put a turntable in the middle room and have the endo that's wearing the cosmetic armor rotate around. Rotate around the just spin in place so you could see them, and the endo that the account that's recording would stand still, but I've been informed you can't do that. Apparently the endo will stand on a turntable and the turntable will turn underneath him. Alright, so I think that's centered in a 5 by 5 block. And that's probably enough to put some batteries on top to make this arm work, or a generator. I'll have to frame it with some beams at some point. How tall does it need to be? Because if I just rotate if I grab all of this and we'll copy, paste, flip it over, and position them kind of near each other. Come on, get away. Put some walls up. This one doesn't need to be here. This turntable doesn't need to be here. You guys are being awful quiet. Is the stream still going? You guys still hear me? Or did my stream drop? Nope, you still hear me. Okay, good. 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 I think that's the longest stretch that I've ever had where somebody didn't talk. Why is that crooked? Sir, how do I reset rotation? Like other places I hit R. Is there a way to reset rotation in the SSC? Like this is crooked. I suppose I can just put it down and rotate it, but 2 times left click. Left clicking what 2 times? The part in my hand, okay. Oh, I have to... Never mind, I just picked up a different one and it snapped it correctly. Sort of. Now we're... Oh, there's snapping. I still really struggle in here. Or this way. I was trying to do it your way, it just did something else in that moment. Which worked. Somehow I turned it a few degrees. So if I... How tall does it need to be? Well, it's gonna need to be taller than that, so we'll do 2. Well, that's 400, it's 2 meters, that's twice as tall as an endo. That's probably tall enough? Maybe? Copy, control paste. Because an endo is what, 2 meters tall? That should be, that's 400 centimeters, so that's twice as tall as an endo. This room seems awful big now, but I don't know what I'm doing, so... Let's try that. Pick up this whole thing, move it up before it hits. Oh, that we're gonna have to go up a little further, or we'll have to make it a little taller, otherwise that arm's gonna hit. So twice that tall it is. So we'll, let's see, can I grab? Copy and paste. Well, where'd it go? I lost it. Control paste. Okay. Now we got that. What are all the pink things? I don't remember seeing those before. I've got some setting turned on. Oh, this... Nope, that's the toolbox. I have some setting turned on that I don't, I'm not used to see all those pink things. Center of mass, thank you. I knew there was just something turned on. Let's see. Control Z. This one. I suppose I need a way to get in there too, but we'll do the old sneaky way to start with. Now we need lights. Lamps. I guess are they lamps? Is that what they're called? Fluorescent lamp A. Oh, and I have to wire them all, don't I? So I'm thinking I'm gonna put them and then this is the longest one. Fluorescent lamp C. They are not very pretty. Is that the only lights? Where are they? Furnishings? Furniture? No. Lamps. There they are. $48. Don't want colored. 48 centimeters as long as they get. Appears to be that way. There's probably no real easy way to, and I can only have 30, right? So I can only have 7 on any given wall, which means like you know what, it's probably going to be better to stick them on the ceiling. Oh, I don't know. Alright. I might not need a ton of them, depending. That way, maybe. In the corner here. Man, this motion. Alright. That's one in each corner, which I don't think is going to be enough, but we'll see. The, I don't understand lights real well. Alright. Can we select everything and paint it white? select everything. And then there's like a paint colors, white. You can't paint that thing white. Oh. I was hoping selecting everything would paint it, but I actually have to physically brush this all. Can I paint these lights? Apparently not. Okay, now we go back to... Well, yeah, it's I'm struggling. I am struggling. I feel like I feel like a toddler here. Are these lined up? This one's certainly not lined up. I think the term fiddling is probably pretty correct, because I'm certainly not doing anything worthwhile. I don't even know if I need lights. Well, push F5. Yeah, definitely need lights. Don't need lights in here, but furnishings, devices, lamps. Like that, maybe. How are you today, DJ? Oh, sounds like my family just got home. Okay, I should have 2 more, and then I have to like wire them and stuff. Which means like batteries and generators, and I probably also have to attach them to one another, because they're not bolted together. They're just free floating plates, which isn't gonna work. So let's see. Let's get some beams. Straight beams. Now it's even harder that everything is painted, because everything looks the same. Can we just paint the outside of this without painting the inside? Let's see, paint, can you? Tab, paint, give me my gray back. I can't see what I'm doing with that white. I'll repaint it here in a little while. Oh. Alright. There's a light way out there. Alright, turn this tool back on. Now we should be able to move this just over here somewhere. And we're going to keep snapping these together until they get across. Sometimes you hook just to see something better. Yeah, they the lighting in this game is one of my biggest peeves. It's so hard to see. Corners. hoping that if I grab all these, shift them this direction until they snap, I can fit another one on this corner and everything will magically be okay. Yeah, there was one day I was building in space that Papa hooked up a whole bunch of lights to batteries so I could see. That was super convenient. Alright, so that's not terrible. I grab 2 of these. Paste them. Come on, it's not... It can happen. Why didn't you, Like, I'm capable of doing the SSC. I just suck at it, as you can see. Why the fuck are you rotating? I just want you to sit there. Thank you. What can we... Let's put the longest beam we can. Rotate it. I guess I don't even need cross beams if I just do a bunch of these. You always say the world will never return back from this point. Oh, I was in here once before. I get so frustrated in here that I can't do it for very long. Stuff like this where it snaps to the stupid wrong places. I'm building a prison. That's what it looks like anyways. Look, those aren't even touching. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. See, those are touching. These are not touching, I'm assuming. Those are touching, then why the fuck aren't you touching? Oh, because you're up on that edge. Let's move. I need you to come over. I'd rather you just do this stuff for me, Praxis. That would be a better option. Is you just do this stuff, so I don't have to. Well, the British are not known for their... Oh, there's Praxis jumped in the live. That's not good. He's gonna come in here and give me a berating. Alright, this toolbar needs to go away. Now if I copy... not you. You. And paste it again. I can get to the other side and then I can at least bolt these plates together. I think I talked about this once before. I want a damn room that's got lights in it so I can take videos inside of it of the different cosmetic armors and all of the emotes that the game has to show us, and I'm going to make YouTube shorts out of them. But everything is so damn dark that you can't get a good look at anything. So this room is just going to be white on the inside, and in here is an arm, and I will bolt a beam and a chair to the end of this. Well, yeah, you could do this for me. So the idea here is we're gonna, of course, as soon as I do anything here, it's gonna fall apart. Is an endo will stand here wearing the cosmetic armor, and then on this robotic arm or turntable or whatever it ends up being, we'll bolt a chair, and the, for lack of a better term, cameraman will sit in that chair, and that chair will rotate around so you can see all the way around the endo, so we can take a nice smooth image all the way around. And then there's enough light in here that it lights everything up. That's the whole point. That's all that needs done. I just struggle so damn hard in here that I'm surprised it's not coming apart at the seams. Usually when you bump into stuff, there it goes. Oh, that's kind of cool. Did anybody else see that? That was awesome. I would never be able to do that again, but... So, initially, I've talked to Commander Doggo. Nice paneling. Yeah, I like that. I liked how it's rotated open. I mean, you can never do that. Like, I can't say never. You could probably do something like that with offset plates to make an interesting panel. But I've talked to Commander Doggo and to Oakham about the different ways to... The only reason I'm using an arm as opposed to a turntable and a beam is that's what Commander Doggo said. 100% that. Because you could... his suggestion had the arm instead of just a turntable and a beam, because you can fiddle with the angles to get the best one before rotating it. That's all. It just had some adjustment built into it. But you could use just a turntable and a set of beams to put the chair on. So, but one or the other, I don't care one way or the other. But the robotic arm was just one of the suggestions from the two people that I talked to about it. But this is already... I really, really hate the SSC. I don't know how you guys live in here. Size of a room? I don't care how big it is. Just the whole point is that you got to be able to... I can't... So this room is... I don't know, it's like... 1, 2, 3... I think it's 5 432 centimeter plates. Uh-oh, he's got a stream. Let's watch his stream. Let me bring... Oh, like crap, he's almost done already. I have to bring you over here. And full screen. And give me 1 second, we're gonna bring up his Discord. And then my wife is standing in front of me, so give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Alright, can you guys see what Praxis is doing? Like, the speed at which you do this is utterly amazing. Mostly because I just struggle to move around. I think that's one of my biggest problems, is I Oh, that's an interesting way to do that, is just to use a tiny little plate in there and take it back out. Oh, look at that, nice and smooth. It's a little dark. Oh, that should be alright. Yeah, now it's white. That is lamp. Yeah, you have to have a base first. To be fair, I don't know what this is good for. This is just to take pictures of the cosmetic armor and the emotes. That's all that it is. It's nothing more complicated than that. It's the only way I'm gonna get nice lighting. I want to be lit from all the way around, because I've tried getting images. I have a few videos, practice videos of the armor, and you can only stand in a few places, and the lighting is so terrible. It's from the origin lightings or from outside light. And then if I want an image all the way around of the cosmetic armor, then either I have to run an endo in a circle, which isn't a smooth motion, or I have to spin the endo wearing the armor, which also isn't a smooth motion. So I want the endo wearing the armor to stand still, and I want the robotic arm to rotate around in a circle so I can get a nice smooth image. Yeah, it's a very limited use item, but it would take me forever to make. I wonder why you guys can build ships so quickly. Look at that, lickety split. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, I see. I love the use of those little plates that let you align things, snap things a little easier. This is one of the tips to use those little plates. Yeah, that things not snapping is one of the most frustrating parts of the SSC. Snap points were done by idiots. Yeah? I can see that comment. So those are bolting those plates down, and you can bolt the rest of them from the edges, or I can. Machinery. Power. Oh, now you're gonna move everything over half? Makes sense. That way they bolt down nice and even. Well, that's nice and compact. Devices, networking. Oh, and then yeah, you can put ducts for the lights. This would have taken me hours. Hours. I see what you're doing. Like, I'm following along. It's just the execution of it that I struggle with, not the concepts. You're gonna rotate, yeah. Now you're connecting the top and the bottom ducting. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Probably only need the one corner, don't you? Nothing's gonna move or break, so. Let's see, hard points, device hard point. Oh, you're gonna put a thruster so it recognizes it as a ship. That makes sense. Selecting all that, then oh, you gotta cable it. That's not gonna come off. Now what are you looking at? Oh, networking. Oh, ducting, yep, to connect those. That makes sense. That makes sense. You can go from that socket. That ties in to all the other ducting. And oh, and then a corner, yep, so they touch. And then you're gonna rotate, copy and paste, yeah. Copy and paste. You've got to use those little plates all over the place, huh? There you go. Nobody wants to watch you build, but everybody wants to see you bolting. It's amazing how many streams I've watched that consist of thousands of bolts. People do seem to enjoy the watching of the bolting. We got high speed bolting going on here. F1 bolting. You can show a bit later how many bolts you use in one plate. Lots and lots of bolts, I'm assuming. That should be all bolted. Oh, yeah, I guess the top still needs bolted, but... Yeah, I think Happy just doesn't want to spend the any more time bolting than he already does. So sometimes he just auto bolts things like generators, which just uses an absurd amount of bolts, especially on things like crates and generators. I just think it's crazy that a crate only needs like 6 or 8 bolts, but if you auto bolt it, it's going to put 48 on. Let's see. If somebody will use auto bolt on generators in a meta fighter, you will find him. You can bolt crates with 3 bolts too. Actually, Dirty Human has managed two crates with 3 bolts somehow. It just takes I assume, very precise bolts. That was a trick I did not know, that you can lock the plates and then essentially not interact with them. I've always hated that. Alright, more bolts, more bolts. Our ship durability is at 7. That's pretty good for a ship with one thruster. Does not like that one beam, but that doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I could better get down in it. Looks good. Oh, that wasn't bolted. uh, Excellent. Now you just have to... Oh yeah, the lights, you can go through the corners. The ship itself, without the drone system, was mostly sold, most tested, most used, and most lost ship. I think I have at least 500 or more hours on this ship design. I didn't take much of a look at anything but the drones as I was trying to shoot them down. Oh, that's bright. Socket tool. Okay. Oh, a button. That'll turn the lights on and off. This is why I use it for my drones. It was a perfect design before the heat update. At some point I slapped on 3 rail guns. Look at that, lights on and off. Now I'll just have to put a YOLO chip on the outside. Oh yeah, gotta bolt that thing on. Cause it to rotate. That won't be hard. I actually think you can auto bolt that thing, but it doesn't matter. Just put one on one side. You know you can have it way easier with one, I don't know what a track beam is, and no moving parts. Yeah, I've not messed with the robot arm at all. So figuring out the different joints. No, it's perfect. What next? I just need to be able to bolt a chair to it. Most of it's going to be trial and error with me messing it to me with it. It'll probably have to bolt a beam or something. I don't know. I don't know. This is the part where it's trial and error. Anything you can sit in. Interesting. That's how you're getting it centered. That's a roller coaster. What are those settings? Pitch, rotation, velocity. Yeah, that might actually work. And then, yeah. Get it at the right angle. Oh, there's the angle. I think I'll end up writing YOLO that just keeps adding to make it just continually rotate, or at least all the way around once, with the seat at the right angle. I can add levers or YOLO. It'll probably have to be YOLO because once you get in there, you just want it to be rotating. Well, for now, I've got to go for a while. Do you mind sending me this blueprint and we'll mess around with it? We'll mess around with it again. That way I can at least play with it and then I can talk to you about it. Sure. I want to say thank you so much for helping me with this. Are you doing it? You're not helping me, you're doing it. It would have taken me forever and I would have been extremely frustrated. At some point I'm gonna have to learn the SSC. I just am terrible at it. All right. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you so much for your help. I want to thank you for your attention, your time. There, he sent it to me. Thank you so much, Praxis. This was a huge help. I don't think you understand how much that time you saved me. So, Something is going on. Have a nice day. Why am I not getting it? I saw a comment from A-Dub. A-Dub, there you go. Thank you guys for visiting the stream today. I appreciate it. I know it was kind of boring. But sometimes that's what Starbase is. It's just kind of the putting in the elbow grease sometimes, getting the mining done, getting the SSC work done. But you guys are aware of that. It's part of the game. This game is not always easy, and sometimes my stream is never boring. Yeah, I don't know about that. But I enjoy your time and your attention, so I want to say thank you to everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. You guys take care. And take it easy. I'll see you the normal time tomorrow. Thanks again. Thank you, Praxis, for all your time. It's a huge help when you step in on things like that. Because I would have been super, super frustrated.